Ever wondered how much truth lies in the race myths we hear about in America? A question that piques interest, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what we're here to explore. The myths around race in America are as old as the nation itself, and they have a profound impact on our perceptions and interactions. These myths, often steeped in historical bias, can distort reality, fostering division and misunderstanding. So, it's high time we put these myths under the microscope and scrutinize them for what they truly are. In this journey, we'll delve into 5 prevalent myths about Black people in America. We'll question the stereotype that all Black people are poor, challenge the notion that Black people are less intelligent, confront the belief that Black people are more prone to criminal behavior, and finally, we'll debunk the ideas that Black people can't swim and they don't like to travel. So, are you ready to challenge these myths and uncover the truth? Myth number 1. All Black people are poor. But how accurate is this? Let's dive into this myth and disassemble it piece by piece. The assertion that all Black people are poor not only lacks nuance, but it also disregards the socioeconomic diversity within the Black community. Yes, it is undeniable that historical injustices and systemic racism have left significant economic disparities. However, this does not mean that every Black individual or family experiences poverty. To say so would be an oversimplification, a distortion of the truth. Let's look at the facts. The Black community is not a monolith. It is a vibrant tapestry of individuals from different socioeconomic backgrounds. The narrative of poverty is not the only story there is. Increasingly, we are seeing more Black individuals and families rise into the middle and upper classes. According to a study by the Brookings Institution, the Black middle class has been steadily growing since the 60s. In the 60s, fewer than 1 in 4 Black Americans could be classified as middle class. Today, it's estimated that nearly half of Black Americans fall into this category. The Pew Research Center also reports an increase in the number of Black individuals earning bachelor's degrees, which often leads to higher income levels. In the early 70s, only 10% of Black adults had a bachelor's degree. By 2019, that number had more than doubled to 26%. And let's not forget the increasing visibility of Black affluence, from successful entrepreneurs and corporate executives to renowned artists and athletes. These individuals not only defy the poverty myth, but also inspire others with their success stories. So, while it's crucial to recognize and address the economic challenges faced by many within the Black community, it's equally important to acknowledge the diversity and progress. The myth that all Black people are poor simply doesn't align with the reality. By challenging these misconceptions, we contribute to a more accurate and respectful understanding of the Black community's rich and varied experiences. So, it's clear that this myth doesn't stand against the facts. Moving on to myth number 2, Black people are less intelligent. Let's examine this. This myth, like many others, is not only offensive but also entirely baseless. Intelligence is complex and multifaceted, and it is not confined to one race or ethnicity. It's a product of various factors including genetics, environment, and education, none of which are exclusive to any particular racial or ethnic group. Let's take a moment to celebrate the accomplishments of Black individuals in various fields. Dr. Charles Richard Drew, a Black man, revolutionized the understanding of blood plasma, leading to the invention of blood banks. Dr. Patricia Bath, a Black woman, invented the laser phaco probe, improving treatment for cataract patients. These are just a few examples among countless others. In the realm of education, we see Black individuals excelling and breaking barriers. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, the percentage of Black students who completed high school increased from 63% in 2000 to 78% in 2020. Furthermore, the percentage of Black students earning a bachelor's degree has risen from 15% in 1990 to 23% in 2019. These statistics are clear indicators of the intellectual capability of Black people. They challenge the stereotype that Black individuals are less intelligent and prove that given equal opportunities, Black individuals can excel in academics and contribute significantly to various fields. In the world of academia, we also see Black scholars making significant contributions. Scholars like Webb Du Bois, Angela Davis, and Cornel West have shaped socio-political thought and made significant contributions to their respective fields. In essence, intelligence is not a trait that can be generalized for any race or ethnicity. The myth that Black people are less intelligent is not only false but also detrimental. It perpetuates harmful stereotypes and fosters an environment of discrimination and bias. It's crucial to challenge such myths and stereotypes and instead celebrate the diversity and uniqueness that each individual brings to the table, regardless of their racial or ethnic background. This myth, evidently, is also debunked. Next up, myth number 3. Black people are more prone to criminal behavior. Let's see what the facts say. There's a prevalent stereotype that has been portrayed and perpetuated by various media outlets, suggesting that black people commit more crimes. This belief is not only misleading, but also harmful, as it fosters prejudice and discrimination. But when we delve into the facts and statistics, we find a different story entirely. First, it's important to understand that crime is not a race-specific issue. Crime does not discriminate. It occurs across all races, ethnicities, and socioeconomic statuses. It's influenced by a complex interplay of factors including poverty, education, social environment, and personal choice, among others. A study by the U.S. National Bureau of Economic Research found that there are no racial differences in criminal behavior. The study revealed that the racial disparities in crime rates are primarily due to differences in social and economic conditions. In other words, when factors like education, employment, and income levels are equal, the differences in crime rates between races virtually disappear. Moreover, the Bureau of Justice Statistics states that most crimes are committed by people of the same race as the victim. This means that crime is not a matter of race, but more often a matter of proximity and opportunity. Furthermore, the Sentencing Project, a nonprofit organization dedicated to criminal justice reform, found that African Americans are more likely to be arrested, convicted, and sentenced for crimes than their white counterparts, even when the crime rates are similar. This overrepresentation in the criminal justice system contributes to the misconception that black people are more prone to criminal behavior. It's crucial to remember that stereotypes and myths can shape our perceptions and attitudes, often leading to bias and discrimination. But when we scrutinize these myths and confront them with factual information, we can start to dismantle these harmful narratives. Clearly, this myth is as baseless as the previous ones. Finally, let's debunk myths 4 and 5. Black people can't swim, and black people don't like to travel. Let's dive right into myth 4. Black people can't swim. Oddly enough, this stereotype has its roots in a historical context. During the era of segregation in the United States, black people were often denied access to public swimming pools, leading to a generational gap in swimming proficiency. However, it's essential to note that this doesn't imply an inherent inability to swim among black individuals. In fact, many black people today enjoy swimming, and some have even made significant strides in competitive swimming. For instance, athletes like Simone Manuel and Cullen Jones have made waves, pun intended, by securing Olympic medals in swimming for the United States. Next, we move on to the 5th myth. Black people don't like to travel. This stereotype is not only incorrect, but also overlooks the growing trend of black travelers. According to the Mandela research firm, African Americans spent $80 billion on travel in the United States alone in 2016, and this number has only increased since then. Globally, black travel groups and influencers are continually encouraging and inspiring others to explore the world. The myth that black people don't like to travel is further debunked by the rise of the Black Travel movement, which showcases the increasing number of black individuals venturing into new territories, embracing diverse cultures, and sharing their experiences with the world. It's clear that these myths are not only outdated but also fundamentally flawed. They fail to acknowledge the progress and changes in society over the years. The world of swimming has seen black athletes shatter records and break barriers, while the travel sphere has witnessed an impressive surge in black travelers. With these facts at hand, these 2 myths are also debunked. Let's continue to challenge these stereotypes and remember, it's always essential to look beyond the myths to the individuals themselves. We've debunked 5 common race myths today. Let's briefly revisit them. We started by dismantling the fallacy that all black people are poor, underscoring the economic diversity within this multifaceted community. Then we moved on to the 2nd myth, challenging the prejudiced notion that black people are less intelligent, highlighting the groundbreaking contributions of black scholars and innovators. The 3rd myth we confronted was the stereotype of black people being more prone to criminal behavior, a biased perspective that often overshadows the reality of systemic issues. Lastly, we debunked myths 4 and 5, the misconceptions that black people can't swim and don't like to travel, showcasing stories of black athletes excelling in aquatic sports and the growing trend of black travel communities globally. In conclusion, it's crucial to recognize these myths for what they are: unfounded stereotypes that only serve to divide and mislead. Remember, facts triumph over myths. Stay informed, stay enlightened. We hope you found this video enlightening. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Your likes help to amplify this message and reach more people. If you want to continue learning and challenging misconceptions, hit that subscribe button. We regularly post content that encourages critical thinking and promotes a more informed understanding of the world. And if you believe this message is important, we encourage you to share this video with your friends, family, and social networks. The more we share, the more we challenge these harmful myths, and the closer we get to a society that's not just tolerant, but accepting and understanding of all its members. Remember, knowledge is power. Let's spread it together.